Hi everyone, Richard Nijelski here for FitLink. In this video, we'll be demonstrating the correct procedure for performing and teaching the seated row exercise. The seated row is a multi-joint motion exercise which targets the latissimus dorsi, the mid-trapezius, the rhomboids, as well as the biceps. When done correctly, the exercise activates the muscles of the entire posterior postural group. As such, this exercise is an important part of a person's basic program. There are a variety of seated row machines used in gyms. For this demonstration, we'll be using the cable seated row machine. Just as there are several different seated row machines, there are several different bars that can be used also. Each bar provides a different grip position, which places a slightly different emphasis on the muscles being activated. Here we're using the bar which puts the hands in a neutral position and close together. Take a seat on the bench. Sit forward on the bench with your knees bent, take a hold of the handle and place your feet on the foot platforms. The knees should remain slightly flexed and the posture still upright or tall. When you're ready, begin the rowing action by pulling the handle towards the waist region and flexing your elbows and retracting your shoulders. Keep the handle low and avoid shrugging the shoulders. Maintain the upright posture and inhale during the pulling phase. At the end of the movement, pause and hold the contraction. Return the handle to the start position in a controlled manner without leaning the torso forward. As a personal trainer, just as important as being able to do the exercise is teaching a client how to do the exercise correctly. This will require the use of good communication skills and understanding your client's learning style. Let's now have a look at an example of demonstrating this exercise to a client.
Right, Kestra, today we're going to do the seated row. This is a compound exercise, it works the muscles of the back. So we're talking about the latissimus dorsi, the middle trapezius, the rhomboids and a little bit of your biceps as well. So a little bit about the machine. You've got your pin here. This is obviously to change weights, to put on a nice appropriate weight for you. We've then got the handle. You're going to have your two hands on this. Feet up on the pads and your bum's going to be on the seat. Right, so what I'm going to get you to do when you jump on, you're going to have a seat on there. But hold the handle with your two hands obviously, feet on the pads, you're going to sit up nice and straight, back straight, core engaged. I want you to then bring the bar into your chest, alright, bring your shoulder blades back, you're going to hold that for a second, bring it back to the starting position. Alright, cool, I'm going to go into a demonstration now and then I'll get you to do it. So like we said, bum on the seat, feet on the pads, keep your back up nice and straight, core engaged, two hands on the handle, extend out, little bend in your knees, bring the bar into your chest, keep your shoulder blades down, but retract them back. Come back to the starting position. And through. 2 reps. How's that?
That's great.
Cool. I'll get you to give it a couple of reps then. Let's see if we can go for 10. Roll the pad, 2 hands on the handle. Sit up nice and straight. Good. Now remember to keep your shoulder blades down, don't shrug too much through this. And we're having the shoulder blades retracting back. Good. Christine, how does that feel for weight?
That's fine.
Nice controlled movements. We don't want any rocking in the seated row, so always keep it nice and stable through your core and back. That's perfect. Let's see if we can do 3 more. 1. Get these shoulder blades pinching together. 2, 1 more. Good. Let the handle down nice and easy. And that's the seated row. Well done.
So that was an example of how to demonstrate and instruct this exercise. The principles of demonstrating and teaching this exercise can be applied to all similar exercises and movements. For some clients, there are some precautions which should be considered. For a client with little or no experience, start with a low weight and gradually increase the weight as they become more accustomed to the exercise. If the client is experiencing any pain, stop the exercise immediately and investigate. Clients with any shoulder instability, elbow and wrist conditions, and those with excessive lumbar lordosis should be cautious when performing this exercise. Modifications and alternatives may need to be considered for those with any contraindications.